Howdy folks, my name is Darren from RC Scale Models, and today we have another kit. This one's from I Love Kit. The original people to this is Merit, and now I Love Kit is the same company but they just changed names. They do have a kind of tie with Trumpeter. The reason why I say that is because in this box there is a leaflet for Master Tools, and Master Tool range is Trumpeter's range of tools, so there is a connection somewhere. Don't know what it is, but this aircraft is 1/24 scale. It's on the SPAD S.XIII. It's a French designed aircraft for World War One, but the one you see on the box art here is in the American markings, and it is the famous pilot Eddie Rickenbacker. He's an ace of aces. He was born in 1819. He's from Ohio in the United States. He had 26 aerial victories to his name. But yeah, so we get into this kit and see what we get inside the box. So this is the box. It's a nice sturdy box from the manufacturer, I Love Kit. So we get the nice call outs. We have the Eddie Rickenbacker's markings, and we have French option, French pilot worksheet, what's coming up for the manufacturers. As I say, Master Tools is Trumpeter's range of tools, so that's the connection they have somewhere. I don't know what it is, but if it's the same company, sister company or whatever. But it's loaded with plastic. The detail's really good. We have separate bags. There's 3, 4, 5 screws in total. Not a lot of parts. One large decal sheet with the roundels of the American ones and the French. Pretty cool. And the feather etch, which is damn cool I think in this kit, which is the grills for the part of the engine section, gun sight, and all of these long pieces are the struts for the rigging. So as I struggle with rigging anyway on aircraft, as you found out that recently I have just finished building the Fokker D1 from the Richthofen's aircraft, his early version, and that comes with a little bit of rigging, but I have struggled with doing the rigging on that because I wanted to use fishing line but metal wire, and I couldn't get it to set right and glue properly, but I'll talk about that in that upcoming video, or in that video. So I ended up using easy line, but as I say, this is coming with photo etch, and hopefully it should be easier to do. It's going to be in scale as well, so it should be nicely, but let's take a closer look. So that's all the paperwork. So we do get a little bit of advertisements, display cases. They're pretty cool for your ships and stuff. And as I say, Master Tools is Trumpeter's range of tools, so don't knock their tools. You think they're cheap, but they are actually pretty cool. I have quite a few of their ranges of their stuff, and it is pretty good stuff. Kits they have in their range. I do have this one as well. I have built that in the past. I do have that in my stash. I haven't built them yet. So there is some ships, submarines, boats. Pretty cool. As for the instructions, we have the, you can tell it has like Trumpeter style to it as well. So a little bit of warning symbols and what not to do and whatever, pretty standard stuff. Everything comes in the kit, like I say, there's 6, 7 screws. So a good way of checking, make sure everything's there, and I already have done, everything seems right. Your first step is working on the pilot's seat. We have the struts for the seat, compass. Me, I'll put the struts in personally, and this piece here, paint that, the wood texture that it requires, paint the cushion. They saying it's all one colour, but check your references. I have looked, and the cushion is a darker brown, so I will do that separately. Then you can glue it into place. Do your compass, requires a little bit of a decal, I imagine. Cockpit floor, again, a couple of parts. It requires a wood grain effect. We have this weird looking flight stick on the aircraft. Once you've done that, you can put your seat in, We have some loops for your feet. We have these pieces here at the side, I'm not 100% sure. We have this piece here, again I'm not 100% sure what it is, but it's some kind of box and some wires. I don't know if it's ammunition or fuel. I imagine it'd be an ammunition box, because there are 2 machine guns that sit on the front cowling. That can go in because it's like a firewall as well. Then you have this back piece and this piece with the instrument panel, which slots over the cockpit, which makes this little box. Once that's built as a little small sub-assembly, that should be already done, and that'll be weathered, painted and done separately. Your wings, there's 2 halves. There is 2 types of wings, so just be careful which one you're using. The inside, they're asking for a wood grain effect. You're probably only going to want to do this bit here because that's all you're going to see. Up here is covered, there is no engine. All this back part is all covered, so there's no need to paint any of this apart from this section here where the cockpit is. Once it's been sandwiched together, you can attach your back wings. Flaps already moulded in as one piece, that's how it was done. We have the top engine cowling. Like I say, there is no engine because there is a cover that goes over the front as well, and so there's no need for an engine because you're never going to see it. We have some machine guns. I'm not 100% sure what machine guns they are, if they're Vickers machine guns or not, I'm not sure on that. Exhaust pipe going in. Again, it's going to be burnt metal effects type. Landing gear, 2 struts and the main little spar, and the wheels. The wheels come as 2 halves. Be easy clean up and stuff. You can attach your wheels. We have some structural spars, which should be the photo etch. All these photo etch parts I'll leave to the end, pretty much probably. You probably want to mask this up and paint it and stuff. Do it as you go. Your gun sight going in. This is the rear wing. You probably want to attach that. We have more clear, which is the little windshield. These pieces probably go on. Your tail can go on as well. Again, that's got decals on it, so you might want to do that separately, then glue it on. I would paint the stripes, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to match up those colours. Plus, the only problem with painting the stripe on the tail, the S and the Signia serial number for the aircraft is moulded on the decal. There is no separate, so you're kind of stuck with using the decal, unfortunately. This is probably lower wing, I believe. So lower wing be the right wing, and then we have the structural arms, and then you've got these cross members, which is all the photo etch. Again, you probably want to paint all of these separately because these are wood. This is the coloured fabric with all the camouflage over it, so you want to probably do all that, and then hopefully glue them in separately, and then do the wiring. This is the left wing, repeating the process again, pretty standard. Attaching the wings, but I'll say you probably would have painted the aircraft because it's all camouflage. Upper wing, we do have the flaps. They may be posable, maybe not, all depends. I'd have to look into it. And then attaching the upper wing. A couple of more wiring and like struts to go in. Again, it's all photo etch, so it should be nice, easy done. Here is the cover, and we do have the propeller. It's just sand wood brown, but again, you're going to want to do a kind of wood texture, not just paint it a wood colour. You want to do some texturing. There's a couple of more wing spars and to go on the back, and it's a completed model by then. Shouldn't be too difficult. As I say, I go back to markings. Here is the French one from 1918. Here's a cool camouflage scheme. As I say, I'll be doing Eddie Rickenbacker's aircraft from the 94th Squadron, Air Squadron. Pretty cool. So it's like a light brown, sandy colour, black, dark green, light brown, brown, and so on. We have the roundels for the Americans. Nice hat on the back. He's got number 1 on his aircraft. The bottom I thought was grey, but it turns out they're calling out for silver. But there is a restored version of this aircraft. If you check this picture out, it does look a light grey, not silver, so I'm not 100% sure what I will do. I think light grey will look better than silver, but I will have to check my references for that. Quick look at the decals. As I have built one of their kits in the past. I built it when it was when they were known as Merit, and I did the Gloucester Gladiator, and the decals went down nicely. I had no issue with them. Again, they're taped together, and that's the sort of thing Trumpeter does, and Horribus. So that's why I think there is a connection somewhere. So it's protective film, nicely in bright and register. On the camera the red does look rather bright, but actually in real it doesn't look too bad, but on camera it looks quite bright. But say the S and the serial number is moulded in, they haven't done it separately, so sadly you have no choice to use that. Hopefully it shouldn't be too difficult to get it on. But they look pretty cool. Yeah, these sections are for the wheel hubs for the American one. This is for the American one, American. This is American. The number 1 is American. I believe this section is the American marking for the tail. French, and this is for the French, and that's for the French as well. The reason why it's got a star on it, I'm not 100% sure if that was a French aircraft and French, but it was a Russian pilot. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm not too fussed. I'm doing Eddie Rickenbackers anyway. Again, here's the photo etch. It's going to make life a lot easier. Hopefully, as I say that. You may want to just paint a little bit on the ends, probably black, but I'm not sure. But nice sturdy photo etch. It's actually a little bit thicker than normal stuff. Goes to the kit. So we have this wing, sorry not wing, the main fuselage. Nice crisp detail. We have all raised bolts, which like it would be. You got a grille to go over this, which is obviously where the engine is hidden on the inside, but again it's not going to be visible, so that's why they haven't moulded an engine. Exhaust pipes, some struts. There is exhaust on both sides. As for the side of the aircraft, it's more, this is plated, so this is all probably metal plate, and then there'll be fabric and wood for the rest of it. And then the same side again is identical, it's just reversed. As I say, there is jet pins on your side, but you ain't got to worry about them. The only ones you're going to have to take care of is these 3 here, possibly. But again, this bit is where the cockpit sits, so you're only going to have to make the wood grain effect here. After I've finished, which I probably would have done by the time this video's gone up, the DR1 would have been finished by then, and hopefully this will be my next big aircraft to do. I want to do this to go with the DR1. So nice detail parts. Not sure what these pieces are. You have some loops. Here's that weird, this piece here. Number 17 is that weird flight stick. Back in the day, some piping. Here is the compass piece. I imagine there is a decal to go over that. These pieces are for the seat. Here is the instrument panel. Very basic, but again it's wood grain effect, and then your dials go over these four sections. Here is the cockpit floor. All of this has got to be done a wood grain effect, and then these centre pieces are metal, so shouldn't be too difficult. This is one of the firewall parts. Here's the cushion, so you want to paint it separately. You can drop it into your seat. Here's another firewall. This goes around the pilot. Some detail parts at the top. Piping, foot loops, some more dials. This piece here, it's either a fuel tank or an ammunition box for the machine gun. Not sure. That's the bag. The wheels, engine cowling. So we have this nice sprue, contains the engine cowling, moulded one large piece. It's crazy how they managed to get this nice detail in this large moulding. We will have the two machine guns sit in these bays. Here is the front grille that covers the engine. So it's kind of like a radiator house, imagine, type piece. The wheels assembly, as I say, are two halves, not a problem. A little bit of clean up. Here is the propeller, spinner, whatever you want to call it. The only thing I wish they would have done is this centerpiece. I wish they was done separately. It would have been easier for painting and just attaching. Some more struts. Here is the struts for the landing gear, nice and chunky. You're going to need that for landing on the aircraft, because back in the day there was no actual suspension, so you're going to want something sturdy. Here is the tail, again two halves, shouldn't be a problem. Here is the rudder, no problem. More wings, tail. This piece is for your centre strut for the landing gear. All comes as two halves, so it should be nice and easy. Should be no problems. We have this main wings. This could be the top one or the bottom one. It looks like the top wing. Quite a large wing. You're looking at 10, 3, about 13 centimeters, probably about 6 inches maybe, give or take. So a nice large wing, nice detail of the fabric texture and stretched fabric, so you can see all of the ribs for the way the wing is done. I think that's the fuel cap. I'm not sure what that may be. Here is another rudder. Some more structural parts. These are the wing spars. Here's the same wing, but the other half. This is where the struts go into. All of these notches. Again, nice crisp detail. There isn't going to be panel lines as such on this aircraft because it is World War I and it's all fabric. This looks like the middle wing or lower wing. So yeah, again, struts are going to go in these notches. Nice detail like it is on the other wing. We have the scallops at the bottom. Going to do a couple of swipes of the sanding stick because where these points are, there's a little bit of flash a little bit, but it's only minor. The rudders, we have these tabs to lock them into place, but like it was on the DR1, all I did was to make them poseable was to nip the tabs off, and then you can adjust them however you want. So I may do that with this as well. More struts and spars. This looks like your windshield. Why it's moulded in solid, I don't know, when it should be clear, unless there is a clear piece. There is a small piece here. Hopefully this is the clear windshield. The machine guns are very, very basic. I might see if I can try and swap these out for some resin ones or something, or some better detail, because these look pretty pants, if you ask me. More rudders, pretty simple. And this is hopefully the clear windshield. I'm not sure what's in here though. It's got to be something fragile because they put it in clear foam. Again, Trumpeter and Hobby Boss, this is the kind of thing they do, and I was right. That is your little windshield. What kind of effective it had? Probably not a lot. When cutting it off, you don't want to cut it off right up against it. You want to leave this little bit of tab on there, because that's the tab is what clips into the aircraft. You have got a little bit of masking to do because there is a little bit of a frame, but it's pretty much almost square, so it shouldn't be too difficult to mask off. You're going to want to mask off both sides though, because it's not like a normal aircraft. If you have it closed, it's just one piece that sits there, so you're going to have to mask off both sides to do it. So there you are folks, there's another kit from I Love Kit, 1/24 scale. It's the SPAD S.XIII. As I say, I am going to do it in the Eddie Rickenbacker markings, which is the one you see on the box art. Ace of Aces of World War I on the American side. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you later.